Hello everybody, this is my Dark Princess 2 and first recording, so might as well jump straight into it. See, where a lot of people fail to mention at the beginning, where you're set pretty much if you start this game is for free and all. Graphics, meh, but still doable for a free game, can't complain too much. So, as you see this character I have, his name is Love Me. He is not the first character I've created. He is the last, so he is, say, the pretty much the one that I have neglected out of all 6 of my characters, sadly. Level 52. Yeah, I could get to that, but it's a little bit of a long story, so I might as well jump into there. Had only done one mission, would have been the first mission, where most people seem to get very confused. Because when you first start, about learning the controls, there are no, other than the very first of the dungeon, they tell you how to play. Other than that, it's pretty much it's self-taught, or, of course, YouTube videos, as you can see. So the very first mission you're given is, we can ignore Suzune the hooker here for a minute and go straight to Lady. Lady is the first one that shows up that after you save her from the dragon. She shows up here, and pronouncing this wrong because Nora will call him Kishin, whatever his name. But anyways, you would talk to him first after you save Lady. You should have a green question mark above his head. After talking to him, he usually talks to Lady, and then your first quest is given to you by Lady Suzuka. And after you receive your first quest, she tells you to go to a dungeon to repair a seal. Now the seal is pretty easy to do, it's pretty basic anyways. The only thing they don't tell you at the very beginning, which most people are very neglected, which it should be kind of obvious, but of course they don't show you. So if you go into, let's see, equipment, you see all his stuff is pretty much basic. Haven't really done much other than this sword. And this is the Magatama that you should have. As soon as you click on it, you will be given some Magatamas, where I have only a few of them. This one right here, I haven't equipped anything else, so this should be your basic. To do it, it's pretty simple. You just scroll over here, click on it, and ta-da! Right there. So, but enter the first dungeon, you should need this Magatama. And then just hit O, exit out. Oh yeah, sure, I want to talk to you. Right now, you can always get to that later, but straight into the fray. I'm gonna attempt to jump off. See if that works. Probably not, because after the update, there are no shortcuts in Oni. Lovely. Alright, I'm gonna go around slowly, eventually. Let's fall down here. That was a fail. But, moving on. Next area. Well, let's see. We should go right here. You could talk to this lady, but you shouldn't really need to as long as you equip that mag. That should be all you ever need. I have my my pet here, Mr. Blue Balls, and me are gonna go on an adventure. And might as well start straight into hell. Why not? Let's do one dungeon together. Done this dungeon already. So, first time they give you a couple little tips and pointers. It's your choice or not whether you want to read them or not, but I will just continue without it. Don't really need to. Pretty much tell you how to attack. The R button. And then you pick everything up with O. It's pretty basic. I want you to finish this guy off. Pretty much basic moves. Boxes. Some tuna. L buttons to guard. The guarding's a little bit different than it used to be, but right about here. Back in older times in Oni, and actually the blocking was much different. There's no such thing as perfect block. Just kind of just went straight into it. Now, you can perfect block, but you only have a certain amount of time you can block. Unless you get stunned. That's fun anyways. Probably learn that as you play the game. Next into here, they want me to quick brill. Pretty simple. Directional button is to switch swords, equipment. It's pretty easy though. Just going straight into it with holding L. I'm able to use my yoki. Now into the next room. These are not going to be very good tips. I'll probably give you a few tips, but let's see. I'm a terrible learner, a terrible teacher. But anyways, going straight into it. After you go about right here, you should have a cutscene where Suzune the hooker, she should show up and tell you what to do. Something about lady and guarding her, that she's mine, blah 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 blah. Anyways, after you talk to her, it gets clear it's a misunderstanding. You must continue on with the mission. And the mission would be beat the boss. Oh, and don't forget to sinister bones are what the item I just picked up. Very important. They don't tell you, but you should keep them. Most of your items until you get kind of adapted into the game. Well, from there, you'll see. And loading up the next area of the map, you should go straight into another cutscene where you would go up to here and there should be a little green arrow. Click on O will activate the quest. There, Lady Suzuka will blah 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 talk about the mission. Some Hillary will show up. No, not that Hillary, but a different Hillary. But anyways, yeah, she shows up, tells you a few things about the seal. You repair it and then leave. You can choose to leave through here, but I like to take shortcuts. Or I'll just exit out the dungeon. Okay, a little bit of coffee and going on. Okay. Now we got the basics out of the way. Pretty simple. Now we will return to Lady to turn in our first quest. Now you can get help to do this dungeon if you are struggling a bit. There's a lot of people only that will help, mostly trolls or people looking to date, but there are a few people out there that are willing to help. If you ask the right person, they should be able to help you. Anyways, so you talk to Lady, you turn in the quest, then you should talk to Lady Suzuka, and then you unlock her skill, which her new one will be should be repairing. Oh yes, in the dungeon too as well, they said that she could repair your items there. That's optional, you don't have to do it, but you can. Probably good to get some experience in there. Smelting, other things. You don't have to really worry about that, because seeing that these are very new weapons, you shouldn't have to smelt at the moment unless you choose to. Should be everything would be mostly just repairing for her. Lady, on the other hand, she comes in handy for one good reason, and that would be to store all your stuff. Now, don't ask me where she exactly stores it. There are no pockets on her, but yeah, she will take all of your crap for you. Well, these are a little bit different. You get some money through the game. That's a little bit later. They drop or random field bosses. That's all up to you. I got a couple of training ground weapons. Now you can identify these through ladies. I can show you that too right quick. It's all quickly put together, but if you choose to identify them, just go to identify. Golds are the best. Next are silver, then bronze. Gold usually give you about swords or dual blades, which that would be dual blade. Up on the left hand corner you'll see gives you attack, durability, maximum damage, and also where they have the skills all lined up here as well. It also gives you an effect, which very successful is great, which you will get most of them in the gold identified weapons, unidentified weapons. Ugh, anyways, bear with me. So once I identify that, close this out. Okay, so I think you pretty much basically start the second mission where they'll give you to go to the second half of Oni. there's another little town that you need to get to. And I will take you there. Now, see where on my screen there is a... I'll here point at it. Right over here, there's a little arrow that tells me one is to turn in the quest, should be blue, and my main quest is yellow. So you follow the yellow arrow. Pretty simple. Also, too, if ever confused and not knowing where to go, since of course the game doesn't give you much clue on how to play anything, you have to have a lot, and I mean a lot of patience to learn anything into this game. Anyways, you go into stories, go into quests, and oh, I don't have to worry about that. That's an old quest that was removed. Go into, should be under main. See, these are all sub-quests. These are you could pick up by talking to random people. Main quest is evacuation order. Just click on it. See, I have it already equipped, so that's why you can see the green little arrow that's on my map pointing me in direction. Tells me where to go. And then we just continue. So I've only unlocked 2 characters. Likely you'll get about 8 characters. But right now where I just have the lady to repair stuff and the lady, Suzune the hooker to repair stuff and lady to hold your shit. So it's up to you. However you want to call them, but that's what we call them as purple hair girl, because she has still so much money from you, but I don't have to tell you about that because you'll find that out your way. The easy way. Not really. Actually, it's very miserable. But, lots of money lost. Speaking of money, money is great in this game. Not really. It's horrible. Sure, you get the easy ones at the beginning, but since you get higher in level, the harder it becomes. It's so creepy seeing her just standing there. So, as soon as you come into the map, you should see a couple of these characters, newbie characters here. This one right here has Lady out. Probably just AFAC. So we just need to actually go into story so it kind of give you an idea what it kind of looks like when you start out here. So you just I can summon her to miss her, that's your choice, but have her out for now would be a great idea since she can help you and assist you on most of your missions, which is really good. So we got a lot of people out here, so it's a good time. And driving off Blue Dharma. This is just a little side quest that pops up if you have Lady out. Lady's quest gives you this ability to continue these quests. Oops, sorry. You'll see they appear pretty fast. Not really too hard. It's pretty easy to kill them until your quest shows up that you have completed it. So quest clear. This will give you a little bit of experience. You can see, should show up right here. 8 experience, not so great, but I guess when you first start, it should probably be a good amount. But seeing that my character, Love Me, is 52, he doesn't get that much. Should be kind of obvious, but that's just how the game scales to your level, which any other ones that pop up, it'll be your choice to do. I suggest you would do it, would be a good choice, but all in all, it's up to you, whether you want to or not. Anyways, I'm gonna go up here. There'll be another quest over here. You could kill some more of the toilet paper guys if you want. That's your choice. Same with over here. I should have another quest that pops up because I have Lady out. That one will be for killing the little bald-headed kappas. There it goes. I could just plow right through that. Don't really need that. Seeing that I have done it before in the past. So, anyways, so walking through here, I really doubt. But if you come across in the very beginning, if you're a beginner, you so happen to come across a blockhead, which is pretty big, literally just a rock with a whole bunch of eyeballs. That would be the first field boss you run into. You could choose to engage it, but with a low level character, I don't advise it to do it solo. Either have one of your friends help you, or to wait until like a high level comes by to kill it. And yeah, otherwise you will get raped.